Un beso es una puerta que se abre, un secreto compartido, un misterio con alas. Un beso no admite testigos. Un beso can't be captured, traded, or sated. Un beso is not just a kiss. Un beso is more dangerous, sometimes even fatal. Alarcón switches from the Spanish into English, which kind of echoes his own movement. He was raised in Mexico. He was born in the U.S. but raised in Mexico and then moved to the United States. This poem is employing both languages, but also making a statement. It's not just a poetic conceit. There's some words that cannot be translated, or if they're translated, they lose their cultural power or their cultural capital. And here, even though beso can be translated into kiss, it's not just a beso, it's a beso in Spanish. Right? And so it says there's a certain kind of magic there, right? To kiss somebody in Spanish, right, as opposed to kiss somebody in English, Spanish is much more meaningful, right? So that's why he says, un beso is much more dangerous, in Spanish than a kiss. Francisco Alarcón was also a gay poet, very proud gay poet, and I think that eroticism is captured in this. It doesn't necessarily have to be a same-sex relationship, but definitely it's a relationship to the language, to a place that perhaps is forbidden, to a place that is not as public, perhaps. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to read this poem. There's many ways in which that hiding, is representative, again, of Latino experience. There is the hiding of one's identity, the hiding of one's ethnicity, but also sexuality, especially in a time when that was not acceptable. Even in other countries, it's not acceptable, right? So there's the clandestine kiss, and the clandestine kiss is a forbidden kiss. Perhaps there is a class difference, or perhaps there's many ways in which society can sort of shun or does not want that particular kiss. But knowing that Francisco Alarcón is gay, is that kiss between two men. In the poem, those two languages are complicit. They're in harmony. They are not working against each other. One is not translating the other, and one is not dependent on the other. They're two components of one whole, right? So there's something very powerful in that statement, that you don't have to give up one or the other. You have to choose, that you can belong simultaneously in two different languages. The poem ends with the word fatal, and there are two different meanings to that. One is a little more dramatic, almost like a soap opera, Mexican novela, where a kiss is like, it is so powerful, it almost like it does you in, right? It makes you swoon. There's that. But also there is the second meaning of that is fatal, as in it's dangerous, as in you could get killed because you are performing a kiss that is forbidden in society. Just as gay men are subjected to violence, that kiss being witnessed by others who object to that might react violently towards that. So that's what he's talking about. So it's both readings, something very melodramatic and something a little too real.